We'll start without music tonight. Why not? We're just gonna start with a whimper. We are streaming. That's how long it takes us to get to YouTube. Is anybody else monitoring the chat?
I can't see it.
There we are.
I don't monitor the chat ever.
Oh no.
This is just to talk to you guys.
I'm here for the fun. Well, hey everybody, welcome to It's Not Raining Nights. It's not Weird as Assembled. It's just a special event. We're getting ready for Forgotten Angels, and we're going to talk about the things that we have to do to get ready for Forgotten Angels, the things we still have to do, and all the prep work that it takes to actually go out and do a camp out like this. Tonight with me, I have obviously Seventh Sentinel. Say hi.
Hello.
And I have Steve. So if you want to drop us some questions, drop them in the comments. So we'll kick it off. Sydney, I know you've been doing a lot of prep work for this. So what have you done? Let's start with what have you done, and we'll do a roundabout to the next question. So what have you done so far to get ready?
Well, first and foremost, I wanted to make sure my bike was prepped, oil changes. I want to make sure that everything ergonomically fits before going on a long distance ride. I want to make sure the bike has all of its protection, checking the nuts, bolts, and all of that to make sure everything is sound. And then after that, I get onto my gear. So I'm making sure that there's no holes, rips, tears, etc. in the gear. Working out the issues with cold weather riding, so I'm going to make sure that anything that I hold up to cold weather environments while I'm riding. So I'm going to test out gear, make sure it's okay, and then I'm going to make sure my tent is prepped. That's about it.
So, okay. So
I'm sure you probably glossed over prepping your bike. That's the kind of stuff that I want to know. That's why I'm even amiable to the idea of riding down from New York or New Jersey.
Yes,
Sid. We'll see. What here? I don't know if I can share my screen.
You can.
Can I share my screen?
The very bottom, toward the right on the bar, it says share with a box with an arrow pointing up. That'll be share. So anything that's on you want to share to your others, it's on another window, you can share.
All right.
While you're looking for that, we'll say hi to Journey of Jerry and Sky's Limit 73 and Josh Harris and Randall Munson, my old buddy from my old ship. Hey guys, thanks for joining us. How many people we got in the chat so far? We have 8. This is a last minute thing. Hey, look at that.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's what I spent the last week doing.
And we appreciate it. It's very exciting. There are a lot of people that are very excited, especially Cindy Tilly of Forgotten Angels, because I told her that we're going to be doing this, and she was like ecstatic about this. So obviously,
I'll be like, well, I didn't know you guys were going to sell them there and don't have to charity. I mean, it makes it even more awesome. I really hope you guys sell a lot of them.
I plan on selling every one of them. Oh yeah. I asked Goon. I said, "How many do you want to go down
there?" You have the most. Goon has a lot. I don't know how many he wants me to send. Days I couldn't make in time because she sent me a really cool piece of artwork that she's been working on, and I didn't want to do a piss poor job. And I know I can take it into Illustrator, or I have an Illustrator friend of mine who's really good at working with. There's just a few things that I want to fill in. It's like a really good. I don't want to call it a starting piece because that sounds like derogatory or whatever. But it's like I couldn't make that. And so I want an illustrator to make it look really cool, and then I'm gonna do it. So I couldn't get yours done because she's working on that. Juices is done. Nor's getting his. I found out a way to make it in 4 colors. God, that one was It's expensive.
I can only bet. When I first looked at it, I was like, "Oh shit, no way."
Yeah.
You find a
It was
way.
tough.
Steve finds a way. That's why you're the businessman, and we're just slack-jawed YouTubers.
Yeah. I wish I was a Slack YouTuber.
You can
You
be.
guys could have my job for a week.
Nope. We look up to you. You can do it.
Yeah.
That would be cool. We'll all trade jobs. I'll go beat up psych patients, and Steve can hit people with hammers because they keep touching things they shouldn't. And
I still don't know officially what Sid does. I'm kind of afraid to ask.
she's an official ass whooper apparently. She's a face
No.
puncher.
I handle with care.
Just like UPS. Throw it over the
Okay.
fence.
So she's a UPS driver. Got it.
No. It's security systems and crisis management at a mental health facility.
I do crisis
Okay.
management every morning when I get out of bed.
Well,
On myself. Hello, Relva with
That's pretty
T-Bone.
cool.
Nice to see you in here. All
I
right.
like that loose shoes hat. But yeah, anyway, I was super excited when you guys were gonna sell and give the money to FA. I thought that was an awesome idea.
It's the only thing to do. I mean, we keep talking about it every time we're on here, but just giving back. You know, serving your fellow man is the highest calling.
Yeah.
If
Which
you can
is
afford
like-
to. If you can afford to.
I mean, originally they were meant for you guys. I mean, you guys can do whatever you want with them, but the fact that, I'll send them all to FA. I think we'll be done with all of them. And it's not quite as many boxes this time, but there's a lot going.
Not 30 boxes.
No, but there's like 5 or 6 pretty heavy boxes because they've got mixed sizes for everybody. And it's got Juice, Goon, you, Nar. Yeah. The Goon Squad one was really important for me to get that one right. We spent a lot of time on that one. So
That'll be awesome.
I think it looks pretty rad.
It does. And the color, fantastic. So you were talking about the color blending you did. Or what was it called? You called it something else. Because you did the same thing to mine too. The color,
Halftone.
the halftones.
Well,
made it look
so like
excellent.
yeah, so like when you're doing colors and you're doing screen prints, again, like things you have to learn, it's like you don't want it to be too heavy on the shirt, and you don't want it to look like, oh, you just took it down to your, local screen printer and he just, there's like a white base and then they put the color on top of that, especially if it's a dark shirt. And sometimes that can get really heavy. So I was like, I want to lighten his up a little bit because you have a lot of ink essentially. And so I wanted to lighten up just the feel of it. And then I didn't like the way it was when I just reversed the colors. I was like, no, we could do better than that. So I spent a bunch of time working on halftones to make the gradients because you have, well, you actually don't have gradients, but I wanted to make a gradient. But to do that in screen printing, you have to do it with halftones and have them transition. So same thing with Goon Squad. With Goons, did a lot of halftones with his. So you just kind of, it's weird, but
It looked awesome though.
it was my first time
looks
screen
awesome.
printing anything.
Mine looks more awesome. I mean, I loved mine before, but the way you did the coloring and you thinned out some of the stuff, it looks absolutely excellent. Very proud of that.
Yeah. I think it looks pretty good. I mean, I think they all look good. I'm curious to see what NARS will look like because I haven't seen it yet, but we'll find out. It might be like a 10-pound shirt. I don't know.
Oh, it's so complicated.
Buck Brown just stepped in. Welcome, Buck. Glad to see you here. I'm always glad to see Buck out there persevering and getting by. Obviously, Buck's going to make it this time. I keep having to remind myself this is going to be Buck's first Forgotten Angels because he's such a big part of the Forgotten Angels crew, and he's always, in the chats, and he's always, obviously, I went and picked him up on the side of the road and drove him to the airport one day. So I mean, we've got a special bond. But this will be his first Forgotten Angels, so this will definitely be a special one for him and different. So Buck, make sure you find us as soon as you get there. I've got a shirt for you too. Obviously, so everybody in the chat right now, when you get there, I know Josh is going to be able to be there, but find us and get a shirt. You get a free shirt. Anybody that's in the chat right now. So, because you guys are always here. The list of names that are in the chat right now are always here. And I'm glad you guys support me, and I thank you very much. So find me and get a shirt.
A juice shirt.
Get a juice shirt for absolutely free, no charge.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I tried it on for the first time last night.
Casey, welcome in.
I think they all look good.
Randy, I'm gonna have to send you your shirt in the mail, so just shoot me an email with your address on it. So, all right, Juice. Tonight's topic, have you been able to see it yet? We're talking about what we have done so far to get ready for FA, and the things that we're behind the 8 ball on and still have to do.
Gotcha. Okay. I earlier saw we were gonna bring up that. Well, you still have the thumbnails washing bikes topic. I was like, really, really looking forward to that. But I'm really glad we're gonna.
I kept it.
Switch gears.
That was Nar's idea, which that's what pissed me off because it was his idea and he didn't show up for that stream, and I'm like, this was your idea. But it's like I kept it in the thumbnail because it's me and I look gorgeous and the bike looks gorgeous, so I'm like, why not? So I kept it.
No complaints there. But yeah, getting ready for Forgotten Angels. I know Sid is repping them right now, but I've also I made sure to get some merch ready, and then we were talking about the Indy Ridge shirts from Steve, so that that's a part of it. Trying to figure out my route down, but otherwise, like I've done this song and dance a few times. I mean, I'll have the truck, so I'm not going to be limited on space. I'll be bringing my Grom and my KTM 450.
I have to step to Facebook real quick. Apparently, just Randy Munson just told me we're not Facebook friends. Facebook friends will do this shitty thing to you that if you don't talk to somebody for a while, they drop you from your friends list.
That's weird.
So Randy, I'm finding right now. Go ahead, Juice.
No, I mean, like that's what I'm saying. Like, figured out what bikes I'm going to take down, what I'm going to bring. Other than that, I'm just looking forward to getting there and getting set up.
So
how long of a drive is it for you?
I think close to probably 18 hours. I'll split it up into 2 days.
I just fucked YouTube. Switch back.
I saw that. I'm like, you're sharing the wrong screen.
Let me use my pad for this. Okay.
Yeah, sorry about being late. My computer actually, I think it's these headphones. They're USB, and it came with this little Bluetooth adapter jobber. And right before I got on, it was like, hey, download this app to like get the most recent update. And then I got blue screen of death over and over and over. So I just it comes with a microphone manual cable, old school style, and that seems to be working. So happy to be here because I was throwing a little bit of a tantrum before I hopped on. So cheers.
That's so weird, man. I have the same headphones. I didn't.
Oh no, and I love them. They worked great yesterday. And then yeah, well, I think my system is a little bit older, so when I went to download whatever this update was, it's just like.
I forgot to unmute. That's Buck. Buck, you want to join in? Yeah, go ahead, man. We want to hear from you.
So in terms of getting ready for FA, is there like any specific question? I have a hard time with because getting ready for FA is just such a broad thing for me because there's so many factors to consider. Is there anything specific people want to know about?
Well, I haven't got to share mine yet, so I still have to. Being that I ride a 900-pound bike, I eat through tires like a cheese wheel. I might as well have a cheese wheel on the bike. So obviously we've got the chant ready. We're flying her down. I've got new tires put on the bike. oil change. I had to wash the bike, juice, thumbnail. And so when I wash the bike, though, I don't do a whole lot of prep on the bike. I have a sprayer from Harbor Freight that you put soap into and you spray it on the bike. And then I have a sponge that I go over all the bug parts and scrub the bugs off. And then I go through it with a fog and rinse it off, and it's clean. I'm just lucky enough to have a bike that's so spectacular that it's easy to clean. You will never find me with a Q-tip on that bike, ever, because I'm just not that kind of a guy.
Yeah, for as much chrome as I have, I really don't. I'm not like one of those people that's out there polishing every night, making sure there's no dust on it. Like, obviously that bike's broken anyways, but even before that was the case, I just ride my stuff, and then once it's visibly dirty and like really the chrome is really starting to get dim, then it takes some cleaning product. I don't want to. I've got a brand that I use, but I'm not sponsored, so I'm not saying it. So
fuck those guys.
But it's good stuff.
I want to know.
I don't remember the exact name of it. It's Milwaukee something, but I don't remember exactly. I got it at Mama Tried. It's really good stuff. But yeah, no free
plugs.
I used to use the S100, and it just got to where it was just stupid expensive. And so I'm like, and it's just easier to use Dawn in a sprayer and spray it on and wipe it off. I mean,
apparently you're not supposed to use Dawn. A lot of people have thoughts about this with motorcycles. I think maybe on your BMW.
Have you seen my bike?
Not as big of a deal, but apparently with Dawn, it's not good on actual like metal painted tanks and stuff like that, because you're apparently stripping off the wax.
So it's not. What's wax?
Well, if you put wax on it.
What's wax?
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I don't think it's.
I know it's not good on enamel coatings, but I don't use enamel coating. So
yeah.
Even on, I did use an acrylic enamel. I don't know, a bastard child of the two on the Sportster, and it still looks just fine when I wash it. So I'm trying to send this link to Buck Brown. Who's got questions? So who's monitoring the chat? Because I'm still trying to get this thing to Buck Brown, and I can't. Can somebody send the link to Buck Brown? Because now I can't even find my own damn link. Because it's on the computer, and when I go on the phone, I can't go to the pinned apps on Discord. So if one of you guys can do it that doesn't share your screen, that'd be awesome.
Let me see what I can do.
I'm chatting with Goon right now.
All right, so who's got some questions? Diana Pillion Style just joined. She must have heard that we were streaming tonight. Let's talk about my garage door and how much time I spent on it.
Yeah, I do want to hear about this actually.
So I got to tell the other two. So yesterday morning, as I'm driving to work, my wife calls me and says the garage door fell. I'm like, oh, okay. It must have came off the chain or came out of the link. And she's like, no, it's like went to the ground. There was a huge bang. There's cables hanging down, and I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, there's cables hanging down. I'm like, oh, okay, I got to get to work. I can't deal with this right now. I got to get to work. She goes, so we can't get her car out. And I'm like, okay, fine. You're going to have to drive her to work. She's like, no, it's just, okay, fine. So I get to work, and my boss pulls up, and I'm like, would you mind if I went home? He's like, yeah, fine. Go ahead. He goes, I won't point you for that. So I ran home, and the frickin', first of all, let me tell you, it's a big thing to trust people to set up your garage door. If you don't have a garage door, if you've never done one, it's a big thing. And if they're set wrong, like mine was, it'll eventually rip your brackets for your garage door rod off the wall. Ask me how I know. So every time we've been putting the garage door down, at the very end of it, it's been like groaning and grunting real hard. Well, what we found out was because the spring was set too hard.
Oh.
So I had to, a friend of mine at work, after I fixed the door, took the bracket off and unsprung the door enough where I could get the door up to get my daughter's car out, took the bracket to work, and a friend of mine there welded it for me, which is great. That's what's great about being in maintenance. All your friends know how to weld and how to fabricate, most of them. So he fixed it for me when I took it home. We put it up today. Had to re-spring the door. Had to go. There were no rods at the door to spring because these rods you use to spring your door are like 18 inches long and very heavy duty. They didn't have them, so luckily I bought some half-inch dowel rod steel and was able to wind the door with those. And now it's perfect. And now it's like it's never ran so good. It's really high sprung that it doesn't jump on the chain every time it tries to open now. So, but it punched a hole through the door. It knocked it off the track, broke the main angle that holds the rod up, and pulled both of the side rails out of the garage door. And punched a big hole in it and bent the top of it. So after all that, I got most of that fixed. Now the garage door looks great, and that's how I spent most of my day. And that's why I didn't get to go see Roland's with T-Bone's video today. I finished just in time to get a shower, tell Sid we're going to do a live stream tonight, and get a hold of Steve and put the thumb up and schedule it and show up. And here we are.
And here we are.
It's been a busy week. Oh, plus yes, my boss chopped his hand open yesterday, so I had to tend to that. Had to go full boo-boo unit on him.
Well, you're good for it.
I was able to do everything but give him stitches. He had to go to the ER for that, but luckily. What you drinking, Sid?
You're not going to like this, but I'm drinking a mixture of Celsius, and I went to IKEA, and right now I'm over at my friend's house, and we have this like fond little memory of going to IKEA and grabbing these pears drinks, the sparkling pear drinks.
I like that.
Yeah, and we ended up that evening going to a scenic overlook that overlooked part of New York and part of Jersey. And then we had the cops called on us because someone reported us drinking wine or something. And he pulled up and we were like, well, it's not wine, it's IKEA sparkling juice. So, but yeah, so I'm drinking that.
The juice will get you. Yeah.
Being that it's Jersey, they beat the hell out of you anyway.
No, he was cool about it, yeah. Got some awesome pictures that evening too, like just of all the planes coming in and the lights on the other side of this little like gorge area. It was cool. But
Julie Smith says she has to say she loves how the loose juice hat matches the pumpkins behind Sid.
Oh yeah.
I was just reading that comment. I'm like, hell yeah! I need to go get my hat. I'll be right back.
Yeah, get your hat, man.
I need like a Pantone for his color because there's like he's got like 8 colors, and it's like okay, what is Juice's color? That looks like an orange, but then there's like a red one on the side, right?
I think all of the one that hat maker makes is that color. Yeah, I don't think he does another color.
All right. Well, his is like a red. It looks good, but it's like a red. I didn't know. Like the.
It's Golden Gloves leather.
Yeah.
Color.
Well, Juice's is a little redder than that. Just because I thought that's what it was. Because it looked like it when we were on a screen.
It works now.
So.
I mean, I okayed it. I kind of figured it was going to be a little bit different, but that's okay.
Roland and
What did you think it
T-Bone.
was going to be?
So Roland, not next
I
weekend
thought it
because
was
it's the camp out weekend, not the weekend after because we'll be camping. But the week after, I will have another open mic session. Let's call it that. And the first 4 or 5 people that can get on, tell me they can get on, I'll let on. You can be on rainy nights. We can discuss stuff. I do want to know, Roland with T-Bone has been censored by YouTube, 4 times in one video, I think. He got strikes. I do want to ask him about that. So, yeah, I will get you on, T-Bone. We'll find out what happened there.
Dispute the heck out of it.
Yeah, it's apparently easy to make enemies on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram just by giving your opinions. So,
Finally.
what is up, Buck?
What's up, everybody?
Howdy.
How are you doing, man? You in your truck? You're in the big monster.
Ta-da! Wait a minute. Let's put all the lights on.
What's up, man?
That's a fancy ass truck.
I got to see it in person. I'm just gonna say it's a gorgeous.
Well, when he saw it, it was broken and abused.
It was still gorgeous, though. I like that color.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
It had a busted turbo then, right?
It looks better than its operator. Let's say that. Appreciate y'all letting me come in.
You're welcome, man. So what's going on with you? What preps are you making for Forgotten Angels? This will be your first one. I know you're excited. So
it is, and even though I'm only 3.5 hours up the road, I'm gonna use the T word and trailering down. Go ahead, beat me up, everybody.
Nope, that's fine. You trailer the first time to the campground, so I mean, why not? I mean, as long as you're coming. That's the important thing. You're coming.
Method to my madness, and some of us behind the scenes already know the reason for the trailer. And well, not that I can't divulge some of the information. Some of the information is I'm bringing the trailer because it's a stealth camper. For one, I don't have to bring a tent. I will be bringing a canopy tent to set up outside of it because I don't have it's not a traditional camper. So that'll be my awning, they call it. Plus, it'll give everybody a place to put their stickers because the ramp door will be up and the back door's got the landscape for everybody's stickers. They can put them wherever they want.
Nice.
That works. Julie's asking if we have official merch yet. Sort of.
Me?
No, not one. Yeah, you. Why not?
Shit, no.
You want some
I ain't
official
got no
merch?
Official merch. No. I'm bringing stickers. I got some stickers made. I'll be bringing them to give out, but
Excellent.
they're corny. But I can't see the chat.
The cornier the better,
unless
man.
it flips back. All right. Well, I can get back to the YouTube stuff, and maybe I can still see it, and y'all can still see me, and get caught up in the comments. That way, I'm on the same page as y'all.
Nope, we just
I
lost you.
didn't mean to step on toes.
No, you're not stepping on toes, man. It's good having you in.
Well, let me see. What do I do to get back?
You just lost your camera. Hi, welcome back.
I'm learning this technology. Am I gonna get you in trouble?
No.
As long as you're not rolling a fatty. Yeah, that's the one thing I will not allow my channel that other people do. Yeah, just don't roll a fatty because, again, we're just. Oh, I know you, Buck. For those of you that don't know, here, what was
Dad
it
don't need
about?
my CDL anymore.
Was it 4 months ago you broke down outside Memphis?
That was March, April, May.
Was it in May? So we get this.
First week of May.
Yeah. Everyone on Discord gets this message. It's like, hey, I broke down outside of Memphis. Is there anybody that can get me to the airport in the morning? And I'm like, yeah. I'm literally like 10 miles from the airport. I can definitely get you to the airport.
And what was bad, it wasn't but like a mile and a half. But I know Memphis.
You don't want to walk down that road.
I don't trust Ubers, and I don't trust the sidewalks.
No, I was more than happy to do it. It was a weekend. I was off. Not a problem. Yeah, you don't want to walk down that road in Memphis. It's just like walking outside a military base, which you know about. You don't walk outside airports, and you don't walk outside military bases. Because it's the seediest parts of any town is outside the airport and outside a military base. So, no. And again, if you guys don't know, Buck's one of my military brothers. So, we served about the same time. Kind of cross over a little bit.
Although I chose the right branch.
The bullet sponge branch. No, every branch is the right branch.
But I do have a son that has just recently got off of his first ship assignment. So shout out to my son. His first ship assignment was pretty cool too, and that was the Nimitz.
Very cool. Jerry says he doesn't have stickers. Can you just pee on your tire?
As long as it ain't the bike tire.
Say no.
Because I am bringing. I am bringing my bike, and we'll go into that story at the campground.
Jerry, if you don't have stickers, you got to give him one of your Twisted Teas.
Twisted Tea sucks.
Oh, I love Twisted Tea.
Yeah, we're gonna have to agree to disagree on that, Buck. I think they're good.
I'd rather stick a straw. I'd rather stick a straw in the pond.
Don't get too close to the pond. The alligators will bite. I know that it seems like a great tourist place. What's funny about Florida is everybody thinks the alligators are trained and they want to attack you. Let me tell you how you're wrong. So I grew up in Louisiana, and there was a Creole nature trail like 5 miles from my house. So we used to go down there all the time just to go through the swamps and the canals and stuff. And I saw a lady with her dog, put her dog on the ground, was letting her dog run around. And the guide was saying, you need to pick your dog up. The ranger was saying, you need to pick your dog up. Don't let your dog near the water. And she's like, oh, I don't let my, if my dog wants down, he'll get down. And it was this little Labradoodle little thing. It was probably like a little 10-pound dog, and it was a yip dog, which I absolutely despise yip dogs. But it got near the water, and it started barking at something near the water, and all of a sudden, the water erupted, grabbed the dog, and was back in the water in like a minute. It took a second, I swear. And she's screaming and freaking out and saying that she's going to sue the park. And he's like, this isn't a park. I'm a volunteer. I'm just here to point things out. I do this for my own. This is not an official, function. I'm just here to keep you guys safe because, sorry, but I told you.
You're gonna sue the alligator?
There was some girl. It wasn't last year. I think it was it October the year before, where the girl was going to go swimming in the pond, and somebody had to stop her.
I don't remember that. You talking FA?
Yeah.
Ooh.
She was going to go jump in the pond. Do you remember that, Sydney? I think we had talked about that before. She was going to go get in the pond.
Crazy.
Like, you don't want to be in that pond, lady.
That was when they had the 8-foot alligator there, right?
They had 2 alligators in there then. Yeah. And so before the next March, they had pulled the big alligator out and left the small one in. So there's still one small one that's probably not small anymore in there because now it's probably the apex predator in that pond. It's probably a big one now.
I do have a question about the camp out, and it's because when I was there in January to pick up Shay's bike, and I donated that little silver one, and it worked out great because the 125, it just blew up. So I felt even better about that situation, knowing that all the stars aligned and the kids had another bike to learn on. Mr. David did tell me that they were working on the zip line. I don't know if it was ready for the March camp out, but I can only imagine what's going to happen here in a couple weeks.
It wasn't there in March, but who knows? I haven't heard anything about it.
Jerry says the gator won't bother you. I believe that if you don't go in the water.
Oh, they had that 8. Well, like you said before, they had that 8-foot one removed. I think there's a few more in there. Of course, there's going to be multiple gators inside that body of water, the tiny pond.
Yeah, don't press your luck.
As long as nobody brings their little small pets, we'll pretty much be okay.
Yeah, and that's something I hope they have control of this time because people, obviously you can bring your pets to Forgotten Angels because people do, but don't let them run around by themselves.
Not loose. Not
loose. Don't let them run around by themselves.
No pun intended, Juice.
All good.
Don't let them loose around the juice.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, the pillion says, "Don't bother them, and they won't bother you." That's mostly true. Don't go in the water, please. See who else we got in the chat tonight? We're up to 15 now. Switching Gears stepped in. Hello, Switching Gears. Always good to see you. Casey, I think I said hello to him before, but I'll do it again because Casey is one of our steady. If Casey sees any of us online, he's there. He's there. Sprinkles is a new follower of mine, but thank you for coming in. 7 Sentinels here. Hey, welcome, Sentinel. How you doing? What's up? How's it going? Just kidding.
While y'all are talking, I'll get out and show the rest of them the truck.
Maybe
there'll be a little bit of light in this parking lot. It was a labor of love. It was something me and my wife put together a year and a half ago, and I wanted to get back on the road, and maybe there's enough light.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah.
It's 2017, but it's basically brand new now, thanks to her due diligence on the admin side of everything, tracking down parts and keeping everybody in line. And there's a story behind this truck, too, and we won't get into that on this live because it ain't got nothing to do with the topic at hand. We can talk about that in person in a couple weeks.
We will all gather around with some frosty adult beverages and talk about some stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that truck kind of reminds me of a very pretty Mad Max truck.
Well, the first thing I did when I bought it was order the deer guard.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think that was an important upgrade there.
Yeah.
Oh,
for going through Arkansas, you need that.
Shit. I don't even know if it matters wherever you're at, man.
Notice he didn't say cattle guard. No, he said deer guard.
Well, I unloaded in Newark. Not Newark. I was in between Newark and Kearney, New Jersey, unloading yesterday morning. I was so close to the skyline, I could see the Empire State Building and the Freedom Tower, and with everything going on, I was a bit on edge with all the threats from yesterday.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. Jerry, that reminds me of an old joke. Old truckers never need Viagra because they can just get a new Peterbilt.
They just get their Peterbilt. Say it right. Ask me how I know. I've only been trying to learn how to drive for 30 years. Shit, I'm telling my age.
Sprinkles, make sure you drop some links to your shop in the comments where people can look it up. I'm always. I don't know if you guys are following Sprinkle Cycles, but he actually has a shop. So
he, unless he's a mod, he's not gonna be able to add a link in the YouTube chat. But if you want to send me them, I'll post them.
Or you go ahead, drop it in the comments, and then we can post it up in the chat. Yeah. So Steve, have you changed your mind about coming next week yet? Maybe.
No, I'm still.
We want you there so bad.
I have a container coming on Monday. I need to prep for Q4, and it's going to be basically our last shipment before the holidays, and so got a lot to do. I wish I could be there, so I'll be there on other people's bodies, hopefully.
You'll be there in spirit and in cotton.
And cotton poly blend. Let's go, right?
So anybody that gets these shirts, make sure you check out the tag. Won't spoil it, but yeah, if you get a shirt, check out the tag. Very important.
Yeah, and I haven't even begun to build that part of the website yet.
That's gonna be so cool.
So those shirts, is it kind of like a moisture wicking type blend?
No, I mean it's just a regular shirt. It's.
The reason I was asking is, Rainey would know this from our military days. We had undershirts and stuff that would actually wick the moisture off your body, if like when we were deployed to Iraq and stuff. And that stuff works great when you're riding too.
It works great until it gets full of your tissue, and then it's like a candle.
But then you got something to start the fire with at night.
It does burn like a candle. I love that shit. It was awesome. Felt good on your nipples and shit. But yeah, it would burn like a candle.
Yeah, that's probably like a merino type of a wool or something like that. Polyester is pretty good for moisture wicking, and these are half poly and like 1% spandex, so half cotton, half poly. Cotton's like the worst for moisture wicking because it absorbs so much water.
Absolutely.
But a really good merino is moisture wicking. But these are just regular T-shirts that I wanted. I had made for the company, and so I have like 6,000 shirts, and I found a really good mill in Guatemala, and so I needed some art to put on the shirts, and so I said, everybody give me the logos, and then I'll make them for you. Get you guys some merch.
Casey, Casey, DM me your address. I'll just send you some shirts. Casey's probably one of my most favorite. Casey is the second person I met at the Forgotten Angels. So we all met the number one guy. No, Any Two Wheels was the first guy I met at Forgotten Angels. Casey was the second. So I will absolutely send you some shirts. Don't worry about it, man.
Almost all of them are going to FA. Something about 50 of goons.
Casey, you going to be at the camp out this year? He'll get back to us. Steve, it was an awesome thing you did for us, or doing for us, and again, helping out Forgotten Angels. So, I mean, yeah. What was it? How do you do that?
That was you guys. I wasn't.
How do you do the upside down one? How do you do the upside down one? That looks more like an arrow to the heart. I don't know. Never mind. I'm bad at this.
I did look something different, but
I'm bad at this love thing.
Or the Korean one.
Right.
I did that.
But yeah, no. That was all you guys. You guys decided to do that. That was like my giving to you, and then you gave to them, which I thought was fucking ultra cool.
Yeah.
You know,
think
I
it's
know
pay it
that's
forward.
I know that's your MO. Hopefully it's Juice's MO, and hopefully it's you know, Nars MO as well. But
It better be NARS now.
you know,
You got to pressure him into it.
yeah, especially Jesus.
Oh, and
Uh,
about Forgotten Angels. Oh, go ahead, Steve.
no. Go ahead.
My wife will be there in spirit because a lot of us already know that, you know, we touched on that previously in the Discord and stuff, but I did find my dog tags and her rings will be there.
Excellent.
So, yeah, just
Wish we would have got to meet her, but I mean, it's
she was next to learn on the Suzuki.
too cool.
I had my daughter, she learned, and she's got a Rebel 1100 now, and her and her fiance are tearing up the roads when the kids go to their other parents on the odd weekend. So that'll be a tough one because she was next to learn.
Maybe you should try to bring your daughter down. Maybe we can meet her. I mean, it'd be really close to meeting.
They are, and it's also the first Halloween weekend without her mom, and
So they're
she's got
coming down.
no, our daughter's got our grandson, and then we got all that stuff too. I won't be able to stay the whole weekend because of the trick or treating and it being the first weekend without my bride. So
Yeah.
I'll stay there probably. I'll get down there Wednesday evening and Thursday, and we're supposed to do the trick or treating at home on Saturday. So I'll probably leave sometime Saturday morning. I'll have, it's a tough time for me, but at least I won't miss out on the whole camp out.
Mhm.
But Mr. David does have me on the list to volunteer while I'm there, so I'll be busy when I first get there.
Yeah, I plan on staying pretty busy, but also plan on doing some rides and going to the scrambled egg, and
Yeah, we had
doing some shirts.
we had talked with Miss Lila about going to Bert's and breakfast. So
Oh, while I got everybody here, so anybody, so Thursday night there is a bike night, and I talked to I think I talked to Cindy about it earlier, but so Thursday night there's a ride to Bert's, and a friend of mine and my wife's has passed. Last FA we had her. There was a raffle there. If you went to FA last time, there was a raffle at Bert's, and the raffle was for her. They had a big fundraiser and a silent auction and stuff. Her husband works at Bert's. He's the painter. So we're gonna meet up with him this time. So if you guys want to go up to the bike night at Bert's, sorry, Thursday night, that's where we're gonna be. So ride with us. We're gonna go. And you can also be in the convoy to go get my wife from the airport at 11 a.m. if you're awake by then.
You got a busy day planned.
I know, right? It seems like we planned so much shit. It's like, when are we going to have fun? The entire time.
Yeah.
The entire time. We need to schedule like maybe a dog tag ride. All of us who still have our dog tags or in the military can all get together and wear our fucking dog tags and go for a ride. Or at least go get drunk somewhere. I mean,
it might be a good
Well,
thing I
I've
do
got-
bring my trailer down.
maybe.
But it does have 2
Yeah,
tire
right.
chocks in it. So
Excellent.
When are you getting down there, Mike?
So I'm planning on, okay, so I'm going to leave early. This is the first time I've been on an actual day shift in 12 years. So I'll be able to leave early Wednesday morning, drive up there, and hopefully get there Wednesday night. This has been the first time actually, if I can make it the whole way and no traffic and shit, Wednesday night.
This is obviously the 25th, right?
Yes.
Maybe.
yes,
Ask
Wednesday
Cindy.
the 25th.
Yeah.
And
He's
the
a
reason
smart one.
No, I'm just
and the
trying
reason
to.
I know that is I have 2 VA appointments on the 25th. One at 12:30, one at 1 p.m. I'll have my stuff loaded as soon as I get out of that appointment. I'm hitting the highway
Yeah.
just in time to hit rush hour traffic across I-4.
That's about right.
Yeah. I might
Go ahead.
hop on 301.
Go ahead, Steve.
No. I was I just want to make sure everything was there.
Yeah, if
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not
so
there Wednesday night late, probably 7 or 8, I'll be there early Thursday morning.
I mean, it should be here, but like I'll probably send it next Thursday. Send everything next like the 18th or something like that. Just so it's got plenty of time.
Okay. If you can, drop me a hat in there because I had talked to Steph about sending me a hat and the black on black denim and leather gloves, and I think she forgot.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
I do need another
Yeah,
hat.
you're gonna have to. Okay. Just the regular gray one or the Indie Rich Insiders one?
The Insiders, if you've got one.
The all black one.
Sure. Yes. Yes. The one covered in cat hair that I left at Aaron's house.
Because there's like the gray one that just says Indie Ridge, and there's the Indie Ridge Insiders one that.
Yeah, the Insiders is the one I thought I gave it away because I got home and I was like, I know I brought it up there and I don't have it now. I must have gave it away. So but no,
It says
I left it at Aaron.
Research and Development Division. Yeah,
That one.
send a Slack to Steph.
Okay. Well, when I'm not sharing my screen, I will open Slack back up.
Yeah.
Sorry again, everybody.
And I'll make sure that.
So
Hopefully, I'll make sure that I'll get them out there.
I'll send another Slack.
Probably the fastest way is just to buy it off the site.
You have hats now?
Then it'll actually get fulfilled.
Totally understand. Seven says she has a sushi spot in Tampa now. So that sushi spot, wasn't it like in 2 hours from the campground? Wasn't it like a good ways away? So that's a pretty good ride.
I was debating going there by myself, but then I had Annette and from AZBZ Adventures. She was interested in going. I'm not sure when she's getting down though, but it'd be a little bit of a hike. But if it's a hike with friends, I mean,
that's a good Friday ride. So here's what we'll do:
Yeah.
we'll go to the scrambled egg, have breakfast, come back to the campground, rustle up some fuckers, and then we'll ride out to the sushi place. By the time we get there, we'll be hungry again, because that's how this shit works.
Yeah.
I'll
if
text
Steve's
you.
there, he can come.
I'll text you another place because I'm pretty sure that you ain't had no good Korean food in a while. There's a awesome Korean restaurant in Tampa.
Okay, that'll be Saturday lunch. Saturday lunch, why not?
Yeah, let's go.
That might be on my way out back home.
When are you going home?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave Saturday. The kids are trick or treating Saturday evening.
Okay.
As long as I'm out by 1:30, I can be back home by around 4:30.
You said sushi. Diana's in. We absolutely have to go now because she heard.
Awesome. They have sushi glizzies.
What?
Oh yeah, I'll send it to you in the Weirdos Assembled.
Shut the front door.
Oh yeah, I'll send it to you. I'll put it in the group chat.
Oh, is that what you shared the other night? It looked like.
No, I sent this a while ago, but I'll find it again. I have it saved on my phone, but I'm using the phone to stream. So.
Go ahead.
Wait, it's called a what?
It looks like a sushi glizzy. So it's basically like it looks like a hot dog, but it's a sushi roll, like a big sushi roll. So it's like a sushi glizzy.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know what the second word was. Glizzy.
Oh.
That's a Florida thing. I never heard glizzy until I started child following Shade Tree. The glizzy? What's a glizzy? That sounds like something that has like cheese in it.
I was like, yeah, I guess I just probably know that one, and maybe it's motorcycle talk that I don't know or something.
No, that's Florida shit. That's only Florida shit. I'd never heard of it until I was stationed in Florida for a year and never heard it. So it's pretty much a Tampa thing, I guess.
It's a wonder Shade Tree called one of his Gold Wings a glizzy glide.
Yeah. I first learned that word from Shade Tree.
Stand by. Actually, maybe we should call Shay's Going the glizzy glide because it kind of looks like a giant fucking red rocket.
we overloaded with ketchup. Yeah.
The glizzy gat.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So I know glizzy to mean two different things. One is a hot dog. The other one is like a Glock, a glizzy.
Yeah.
So
Never heard that one.
context. Well, I don't hang around with like gang members that often.
Sure, that often. Okay.
Oh, Josh,
Chat.
Josh, I'll tell you in a second. Sorry, I was reading chat.
I can't even see it on my phone. Well, wait a minute. I got my tablet. Never mind. I'm not technologically savvy.
So
glizzy is a gang term for Glock.
Yeah,
I guess. So sprinkle cycles. Are you saying that where you're from, they call them glizzies also? And he'll get back to me.
Glocks are hot dogs.
Yeah, it depends on who you ask.
Load up my Glock with mustard.
Yeah, with mustard, little onions. Yeah, that's.
I need to refine this thing.
It was someplace.
So
go ahead and
Do you
share.
remember the sushi place?
Yeah, I'm looking for the sushi place right now. I have it saved, but I don't
Someplace
remember
in, like,
what.
the land or something.
Oh, I gotta find it
I don't
again.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, that
How long
sounds.
is it going to take you to ride down from New Jersey to Florida?
I was convinced to split up the ride this time, so
By Mike.
by several people,
It's
including
too far.
Shep. Shep convinced me to do that, or tried to convince me to do that, and then Aaron, I was talking to him about it. He convinced me to do that. Cindy also. So, and Mike.
Okay. Oh, wait, are you going alone, or are you going with a couple of people, or what?
No, right now just by myself.
Mike's not coming.
Okay.
Bad form.
No.
Bad
Mike
form.
isn't coming. I know.
Weak.
So there was a time when you did it in one sitting.
Yeah, well, I paused right before getting there because I did the ride down to the Hillsborough area, Hillsborough, Florida. That was in one shot, and then I stayed with my grandma who's in that area because I wanted to visit her. So
Yeah.
So
Can't do it in one shot. Not doing it in one shot.
it's fine. It's
young
fine.
single women can do that. Yeah. Tell us again about the time you did push-ups in a gas station. What was it? Squats.
Squats, yeah.
Squats. Yeah. And got all the boys looking. Your milkshake brings your milk squats and bring all the boys to the yard. That doesn't sound right. Your milk squats.
Oh, canceled. We're done.
What kind of gas stations has a squat rack outside just to use?
Love.
Because I would love that.
Dude, the trick is you
Or
get
just
all of
like-
the gear you packed and you put it on your back and then you
okay.
squat with that.
I just
Like
thought
a
of an
prison
awesome.
squat.
So an awesome marketing technique would be loves, but the heart in loves isn't a heart. It's actually like a peach. That'd be awesome.
That would be cool.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Because it has a squat rack.
What's Loves?
What?
Stop.
Steve.
He's
Steve,
on
you gotta
the
come
West
south.
Coast. You
Come,
know,
come,
that's fine.
Steve,
I
come
live
visit.
and I stay in Southern California, and I don't really have time to go between here and the warehouse, which is about a mile. So there's a lot, I guess, I don't know about.
So there's only 2 good gas stations in the whole United States. One's Love's and the other is QT. The rest of them can burn in hell.
Love's is the only place I buy fuel.
It's the only place I stop if I can help it. I stop at Love's
I'm at
and
one.
QT.
I'm
That's
at
it.
one. I'm at one right now.
Oh my god.
See, there's a heart in the sky.
Yeah. That's it. And Buc-ee's. If you can find a Buc-ee's, but they're very rare and far between for now.
And they don't
There's
allow
really-
trucks.
Oh, don't
allow
they?
semi-trucks. I mean, you can get in there with your RV and your motorhomes and stuff like that, but they don't allow 18-wheelers. Big signs in the driveways. So
Rolling with
I
T-Bone
won't even
says,
stop in there on my bike.
Rolling with T-Bone says, eat a glizzy and do a squat, you'll have a crappy result. Bucky's is for a biker. Bucky's is the ultimate stop because their stalls, especially if you're riding in cold weather, their stalls are like the size of small bedrooms. So you have, and there's hooks all around the walls. So you got room to take off all your stuff.
Yeah, I did stop at that one on the way up when I done that memorial ride that I done my live streams on a couple months ago.
They have super clean bathrooms and full restaurant. It's like a full mall food court inside of Bucky's. I love Bucky's. And these guys that don't like it, talk crap about them, they're following a weird cult. I don't know, but I love Bucky's.
Hashtag not a cult.
Yeah, because somebody got kicked out for wearing a shirt with boobs on it. It's like, you probably deserve it. There's kids in there. Get out.
I wonder who that was.
Yeah. Yep. And I tell him the same thing every time. I'm like, dude, I'm not surprised you get kicked out. It's a family restaurant. It's a restaurant, gas station, convenience store, basically. So yeah, if you walk in there with a chick on their shirt with boobs hanging out, they're probably going to tell you probably shouldn't be here. Have a nice day.
What a good shirt, though.
Yeah, I know.
I enjoy it.
It's good for adults, but I've got a kid that wanted a T-shirt from the camp out, and I was like, I'm not buying that shirt for my kid. Sorry, not gonna happen.
Oh, did you
guys
guys
think differently when you have kids?
Yeah. Did you guys see the new shirt that came out? It's on pre-order right now.
Yeah.
I did. Our shirts are better.
No, is there a link?
Yeah, it's on brepstar.com.
Juice, can you share it? Share the picture.
I sure can.
Hang on, T-Bone. If you're anywhere in Texas, you've got to be close to a Bucky's.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them in
The
there.
biggest Bucky's I've ever been in was in San Antonio.
I think I found it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
There you got it. I'm gonna share it to
Jesus.
Riverside.
I got it. I got the sushi place, guys.
Okay.
Hold on. It only took me 5 hours.
So yeah, we got some. I could zoom in on the details, but it's Tammy the Swamp Witch is back again. She's the one that had the titties out on the last shirt, but we've since gotten rid of that. See, they're covered. We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a part in that, I will say. My fault.
Oh, for the censorship?
Yeah.
So then, yeah, that's what's going to be on the front, though. Keep Florida shady.
Nice.
So, yeah, you can all go throw Josh and Shay a bone and go pre-order it if you're going to be if you're coming to the camp out, you can pick it up in person. Or if you definitely are not coming, you definitely just want to do like normal and have it shipped to your house.
I think I realized I'm just wearing the titty shirt.
Okay, I feel like I need to pre-order this because I got to see this art in person.
Oh man, all the shirts are always so good, and the detail in every single one is spectacular. My favorite one was I don't think it was a Leoplorodon, but it was the girl riding the magical Leoplorodon.
It was the heavy metal ripoff.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. Is that the one I have? I'm not sure. Hang on.
I fucking love that shirt so much.
I think I can do this. Hold on. Let's see. I can't tell. Which one is this? You see it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
That's Tammy the Swamp Witch.
Yep, that's the one.
So
I got it on my T-shirt game.
With the bargain version.
I want to see if they'll do a straight trade for one of my shirts for one of theirs, because I've definitely.
They're not.
At Bucky's?
No. At like Brapstar. Like
no,
I'm
probably
gonna
not.
Talk Shay.
No, we're about trying to raise money. I mean, we're not gonna do swamps.
Dang it. Fine.
Yeah, and plus, like, I didn't. Yeah, that's why I want to see it. I'm assuming it's 100% cotton because it's got to be direct T-shirt print. But because that's insane. And so I'm thinking, okay, well, the next 6,000 yards of material, do I keep a poly blend? Because you can't do direct garment. on poly, you got to do ring spun. So if I want to do stuff like this, it's got to be all cotton. But these shirts feel so good. I got a lot on my mind. I got a lot to think about. Notes for your order.
I can't wait to see them because I didn't get one of the
Well,
blanks.
you're going to be thoroughly disappointed if you're getting this shirt. Jesus.
No. This is my shirt, professionally made, artistically made on, what was it called? Velcro? Not Velcro.
Like a polyblend?
No, what's the crazy app y'all
Screen
use
print?
to do all the logos? To redo the logos.
I just brought yours into Illustrator, Adobe Illustrator, and
What's the app you're always talking about that makes the logos better? I'm brain dead right now. Actually, I'm whiskey dead.
Me?
I'm on like my 5th whiskey. Yeah. When I sent you the logo today, you said tell that girl to do
Vector.
So
that's not an app. That's a style of artwork.
Yes, it's like a file format, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah. So, well, and not a file format. It's like, so vectors. So when you take a photo, it's a bunch of pixels, right? So all these pixels are different, colors, and that makes up your picture. But there is a limit to the amount of pixels that are in that photo. With vector, it's essentially, it sounds crazy, but like an infinite amount of straight lines. So that's what your logo I converted to, because, and the nice part about vector is I can make that as big as a house and it won't lose resolution. It'll be crystal clear. Whereas there's obviously limitations to photos because you can't make them ultra big unless you've got some massive camera. There's only so many pixels in the picture. So like when you stretch it, the computer is going to try to fill in the rest with like what's close to it, but it just gets blurry and crappy. So you can always, so with pictures, it's called bitmap versus vector. You can always make it smaller because it's just compressing. It's just making it less, but you can never go bigger. Vector is like, so this shirt is not, if that's vector and that's screen printed, I don't know. I gotta take it over to Grant's and we gotta sit for a night and just be like, okay, man, how do we up the game? How do we change the game? But vector is a lot easier for logos. So like, in illustrations, but you want it in vector because it's much easier to work with for a multitude of reasons. Unless you're just putting it as like a drawing on like your YouTube banner. If that's the only place it's going to live, then that's fine. But if you need if it needs to print at 300 DPI, always vector. That's why I can take Bry's logo. That was originally just this tiny little thing, and I screwed with it to make it vector, and I can now make it real big on the back because it's vector. Anyway, I'm sure that's incredibly.
No, because now I want to redo my logos. So I just got 2 new logos, obviously, because when you said do it in vector, I thought, oh, get the vector app and maybe. So anybody that doesn't know, I just got 2 new logos made, one for a shirt and one for a new sticker. And Steve was telling me, tell this girl to do it in vector. So I was thinking, oh, an app. So she probably thinks I'm stupid right now. So I'm telling her, hey, can you get the vector app and redo my logos? And she was like, okay, I'll look for it. I feel like a dumbass now. So I'm like, okay. But,
Yeah, it's not a vector app. It's just how they create it. Like you can choose when you're creating artwork.
So it's like bitmap and JPEG and.
So a JPEG is a flattened version of bitmap, essentially.
You just have to save it
Um,
as a vector. Is that what you got to do?
yeah, it's a vector file, so it's a
Okay.
.eps or it's a .ai or SVG, something like that. Something that can be stretched. Now, it's not always necessary to do it in vector, but when you got a million colors like this on a shirt, uh, you have to go direct to garment unless they figured out some way to do it in like 8 colors, 10 colors. But how do you do that with a $35 shirt? And not in, I mean, I guess they're doing big, large quantities, but Jesus, where are they getting their blanks from? Like, that's what I want to see.
He does a
They
lot
use a
of
local.
friend deals. Yeah,
Yeah, they have a local shop they work with. I know that. I don't know the specific name of it, but I know it's something local.
He's got a guy that does the design. He's got a guy that gets this is every time they do Tammy the Witch, the same guy does the design, and they're pretty consistent on that. They're demanding on that. He is the guy that does it. He keeps doing it.
I gotta meet that guy. But yeah, I saw your logos. They look good.
I do want to get the motorcycle one. I do want to get cleaned up a little bit, but so this girl is wants to go to art school. She wanted to do a logo for me, and I was like, okay, why not? So if you've seen my 2 logos that I put them on Instagram and on Facebook. This girl did them for me, and I was like, I'll pay you for the logos. And she's like, okay. And she's like, okay. I said, well, how much do you want to charge for them? She goes, well, how about, $35 and blah, blah, blah. How about I'll pay you 100 for both of them? And she was ecstatic. And she's like, yeah, that's great. That'll be awesome. Because, for somebody young, $100 is not a whole lot of money for me. For somebody young that's trying to, fulfill their desire to be an artist, that's a lot of money, but it also kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? It makes them feel like they really have achieved something. Now they're getting paid for their art. So
yeah,
and it was good art. It was very good art. I love her coloring.
Yeah, that's always the thing is that like when you can encourage, because it's so hard to stay artistic and to stay in that genre of where you can create art and make money. That eventually people just kind of realize, all right, there's not a lot of money to be made here. But so you have to kind of adapt and go to an art adjacent field, essentially. So anything that you can do to kind of keep, the idea alive that, yeah, no, I can do this I think is always a good thing. So kudos to you.
Yeah, and for someone that young to decide this is what I want to do, and not just decide this is what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to a liberal art school and learn how to, do underwater basket weaving. She's actually doing something with it and trying to create her business before she even graduates. So that's something big, and I want to encourage that.
How old is she?
17.
Yeah, I wish I had started art school at 17 or 18.
Welcome, 9 Mills. Glad to see you in here. Matt, our buddy, just stepped in. Matt is the reason that I'm going to stay sober Friday because I want to ride that V-Rod.
For how long?
Long enough to ride the V-Rod. And then I'm getting shit-faced.
Long enough to ride the he's going to stay drunk, sober enough long enough to ride the V-Rod?
Sid, you can ride the back with me.
Yeah. What?
What?
Wait, what'd you do today, Nine? What'd you do today, Matt? He said he did. Oh wait, he said he might have done a thing.
Let's find out. Yeah, Sid though. So Sid, Juice, you guys are riding the Grand America this time.
Yeah, it has to happen.
You're gonna ride the Grand America. I figure when we go to coming out of the campground, it's a big bike for all those bumps. But when we go to breakfast, we'll be on open roads after that. You guys got to get on that bike. You got to ride that bike. I'm putting new tires on it just for the people to ride it. So it doesn't need new tires yet, but I want it to have perfect tires when other people ride it.
Yeah.
And I got Josh's favorite tires for that bike. Shinko's. These tires are so sexy though. They're freaking awesome.
They look good.
They're sexy.
I've had Shinkos. I've had not problems with them, but I also haven't put like tens of thousands of miles on them. So I guess from that perspective, my opinion is not well rounded.
This will be a test. I mean, there's literally $100 difference in that. So between the two tires, there's $150 difference buying both tires, getting Pirelli or Messler, and getting Shinkos. So if these tires work, that's what I'll get. Because for BMWs, I've been a diehard Messler guy for BMWs. So if these work, I'm willing to ship to them. Why not?
The Chinese tires don't work on semi-trucks.
No, they don't.
We call them May Pops.
Because they may pop or they may not.
Yeah, I'm not
they
putting
may pop
90
now or they may pop later.
Yeah.
I'm only putting 900 pounds on it, and I'm not putting 90 tons on it, so I should be okay. Maybe.
But I will have to admit, you mentioned that was a blue color. That was a beautiful color of my truck. That's because it's kind of similar to a tank somebody recently painted.
I know. That's what I was thinking. I was like, it does. It does match. It does match. Everybody's
So
having
when I need the touch-up work done on the door, I know who to come see.
have it in cans.
I would say bring a crate of spray paint.
I'm actually thinking about changing the paint again. So we all know, I put in one of my videos that I went to my boss's house, and his wife wanted to ride the Sportster. And she had a blast on it, but I think being an older lady, she kicked the tank getting off, so I had to touch it up. So you can tell that it's been touched up. So I might decide to do a more extensive paint job over the winter on that bike, and may change the color, maybe.
The black? Like a nice and not black?
Not black. Not black.
Like a real Harley Davidson.
Like a denim black?
I'm actually thinking about doing the denim blue. Harley used to do a denim blue paint job, and it was gorgeous. And anywhere else they would call it was not matte. I did a hammered green one time on another bike I had, and it turned out freaking awesome. So I may do a hammered green, and if I do, I'm going to do all the skins, not just the tank. So we'll see. We'll see what the winter holds for me. I do. Yeah, Josh, I do like green.
That would be a good thing if I knew if there would be a real good airbrush artist down there to get some work done on my bike while it's down there. If anybody knows anybody that knows anybody.
I'm sure there's going to be some there. There's always up and coming guys showing up at the camp out.
That would be so awesome to bring my bike back and have one of the weirdos, maybe some of the military themed tribute stuff I'm wanting to do with my bike.
Yeah.
Get some of that started down there. That would be awesome.
You know who has a gorgeous green bike? And I see Josh saying his is green, but the Snakester, that limited edition one that Kenny Quest has.
Yeah.
That green is so freaking hot.
I love that paint. That's actually the second Harley. Well, it was I test rode a Road King that had that paint color, and I was sold on Harley, and I was sold on that paint. I was like, someday I gotta have that. But that was I think a 2021 Road King. I don't even know what edition it was, but it was expensive, and I didn't even need to ask for the price to know it was expensive. So I'm like, I have no business. So I eventually ended up with a used Road King that was much older and now very much broken.
I haven't seen Josh Harris's in person yet, so I can't make a in-person judgment on it, but I've seen Kenny's. So
yeah, it's so
I
good.
love that bike. Jim Beam and Diet Root Beer. Yes, go for it. I actually discovered last night a whiskey called Rebel. And it used to be called Rebel Yell, but then they thought that was too offensive to people, so now it's just Rebel. So it's Rebel 100. And it comes in a gigantic ass bottle. And I'll get the child to bring it if I can telegraph through the pillion to have her bring it to me. But the bottle's like this big. I'll bring it in a second. But it's very good shit.
I think I've had Rebel Yell.
It's somewhere between Jack Daniel's Black Label and Jack Daniel's Gentleman Jack.
Oh.
So it's very good. Doesn't it feel good, Juice, now that we're all whiskey aficionados? We know how to taste and we know how to grade whiskeys.
I'm not an aficionado. I'll just keep tasting until I'm eventually aficionado.
Have you noticed, though, now that you have a different taste for the whiskey, it tastes different to you every time you drink it?
Yeah, and like I've done tastings before, so I've been around the block, but yeah, it's always good to refresh those skills.
I'll
do that again.
Speaking of whiskeys, I had tried that. It was come from Buffalo Trace. It's I think it was Blanton's Reserve or whatever it was. It was a limited release, a single barrel that just released earlier this year. Man, talk about smooth.
I haven't had a bourbon in a while.
The journey of Jerry's having problems with his Harley. Definitely sounds like it needs a full fork oil change and a transmission oil change, timing tightened up. I don't know what I'm saying.
I'm thinking probably clutch plates and then maybe the neck bearings. This bike's old enough; it might need neck bearings.
Got to run her through some clippings and straighten her out.
Yeah.
God bless.
God bless.
I'm gonna grab this bottle. I'll be right back.
Matter of fact, we talked colors of bikes. That's the specific reason I bought the color I did in my bike. Because it's that Indian calls it an alumina jade green, but to me it looks like the old Vietnam style OD green that the Army used. So I've already got the base done, and it's just the way I bought the bike. I didn't want to have to pull the tins off and repaint a bike when this bike has that journey in its future to become a military tribute bike. So that's why I was.
It's like that green, like Harley uses that now on the. I know it's on the Pan Am. They have a Pan Am that specifically has that OD green.
Yeah,
and it's close to it.
Yeah,
believe it or not. The videos don't show them justice, and you don't see enough of them on the road to really understand it. But y'all will see it in a couple weeks. You'll see it. You'll understand and see it. But it's more than just a military tribute bike now. It's a military tribute and to my bride. She made sure I got that bike. That was a long, hard journey.
Damn right.
We'll finish that story up down there though.
Yeah.
Even through a drunken stupor, it'll be interesting.
That's one of my favorite parts of going to camp out there is like meeting people, talking through, just learning about different life stories and everything about that. I mean, that's what makes it fun, at least for me.
Well, just like when I met that guy, that's kind of like in the middle above me here, a couple months ago. Well, 4 months ago now. It was just like we had been we had talked and stuff online, but instantly meeting him is just like a relief that people are actually who they are when you talk to them online.
Yeah,
that's rare. That's rare. That's rare in this world, in this day and time.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
And when you pull a community together like that, it's the
well, I mean, like after.
I think, go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
The military mindset I have is that saying, keep your friends close and keep your enemies closer kind of thing. But friends, you don't stay in touch with them all the time. But you gotta keep a watch on everybody around you that because you don't know who anybody is anymore. But when you do find out, when you meet people, it gives you a relief that, hey, if I'm in this part of the country and I'm having trouble, or if they're ever in my neck of the woods and they're having trouble, all they got to do is pick up the phone, or send a message through a Discord or something.
How's that work? Do people really come get you when you send a message through Discord? I'm just kidding.
Come on now.
That's what we were just talking about.
You beat that horse so dead it's gonna come back to life.
So this is my big fat head. But yeah, that's the bottle of Rebel.
Yeah, that's a big bottle.
That's a big ass bottle. And it wasn't really expensive. So G Mom said she would join me in this, but she's also She's a spiced rum fan, specifically Captain Morgan. So it's going to be a good time at Forgotten Angels.
Oh, Gma likes rum?
Gma likes spiced rum, yes.
Ah, dude, awesome. Gma, we're drinking.
Gonna make her a dark and stormy?
Dark and stormies.
That too. That too.
Yeah.
Make a dark and stormy for Steve and wave it in the air. Maybe he'll show up. Maybe?
If you say it in the mirror 3 times.
I gotta go let the dog out. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Actually, I gotta head out soon.
Yeah, I was planning on dropping this by 9 if you need to run.
What time is it there? Oh.
It is 9:30 where she is, 8:30 where I'm at.
I mean, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Well, it's obviously past 5 o'clock because I'm already deep into a bottle of Rebel. We'll end it soon. We'll wait till Steve gets back. We'll have closing thoughts, and then I'll make bacon cheeseburgers because I can.
Ooh.
Then
That
Steve
sounds
will order a pizza. Apparently.
Oh,
Probably.
I did meet for lunch today a friend of mine. This is not related to FA, but it is military related. I did meet a friend of mine today after I unloaded in Lexington, North Carolina. I had to go back through Greensboro, and we were deployed to Iraq together, and we sat down and had lunch today. And the last time I met him was just about 2 months before my wife passed, and I was able to FaceTime her and see him. And we spent our first duty station and deployment together from Fort Stewart, and it was good catching up with folks like that too, because we got to look after our veteran brothers and sisters.
Always check up on your brothers.
And never forget the ones that paid the ultimate price.
Look, all the ones that are still here too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Don't let one slip through the cracks.
Yeah, that's why I'm not looking forward to my appointment on the 25th, because it'll be lab work and meeting the new primary care physician they're assigning me now. So I'm jumping back in that world again.
Yeah. I had a real good therapist, so he was probably the first. I've gone through a handful. I've gone through probably 10, and the last one I got to talk to actually listened to me and actually made a difference. So every once in a while you get a good one.
I'm worried about these appointments and these therapy sessions and stuff cutting into my weirdo and army time. So Shatry army time. Because you guys, the whole community itself, it's done a lot to help. Which, Rainey, you know behind the scenes a little bit more than everybody else, because you just that military mentality. So anyhow, you can relate. That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely. Josh says, so those of you following along, Josh Harris is a big tequila fan. So we had with Sid and Juice and Aaron, and with AZDZ and Devlin, actually AZDZ, the twin, who is the two-headed warrior, AZDZ, was babysitting us, and we did a whiskey tasting. We did a vodka tasting one night on the stream, or I did by myself, but I promised Josh we would do a tequila tasting. So if you ever see me on a stream with Josh from JD and the Queens, we're going to be doing a tequila tasting because I promised him. And I will also have a special guest who loves margaritas and also loves tequila, who last night I promised we would do a tasting, and she'll be on the channel with me. So I'm going to keep that one in reserve. I'll keep that a surprise. Since everybody else has surprises, I'm going to keep one. Sid. All this time, I thought it was other people who were masters of the secrets. No, it was Sid. Sid is the best secret keeper of anybody.
Yeah, Sid's actually good at keeping secrets.
Yes.
And that's why we don't have to clown on her for it, because she's actually good at it.
You know what? So if you have a secret, you know how you keep a secret? You don't tell anybody you have a secret. You just bust forward with it and go, surprise, bitches, I have secrets. And here they are. That's how you keep a secret. You can't say repeatedly, I have a secret, because I don't like you guys, so I'm not telling you. And that's
Aaron.
Yes, Aaron. Fucking Aaron. So Sid's good at secrets, because if you tell somebody you have a secret, it's like, I have a secret, but I'm not telling you. You've just cheapened your relationship with them. In my eyes.
Yeah, Aaron.
You have a secret. You just don't tell. You just don't tell, Aaron.
He's a little brother. It's a little brother syndrome.
It's almost like going to the gym and taking a picture of yourself at the gym and then posting it. It's like,
But did you squat?
yeah, exactly. It's like,
Yeah, and then you're Sid. You just look at Sid. You don't have to ask if she squats. Have you seen those thighs?
I have not.
Steve, you have not seen those thighs. You can look at her and go,
Yeah.
she squats. There's not a doubt. It's like, so if you guys don't follow social media very much, Florence Pugh has been getting picked on lately because she has big thighs. I'm like, you can tell she squats. That chick, she doesn't do half squats. She doesn't do legs presses. She doesn't do calf raises.
Sid,
She just
I don't have
squats.
Instagram.
You don't play. You don't play. Is that your secret, Sid? You don't really squat. You do leg presses. Is that what it is?
I mean,
I'm just kidding. Got some deadlifts and squats in that chick all the way.
my favorite day, man.
Ass to grass all the way down. That's what she said. Anybody have any questions now that I've embarrassed Sid? Anybody got any questions in the comments? You got any special? Here. One, like and subscribe, and then comment below and tell us what you're doing to prepare for the Forgotten Angels Camp Out this year. And also tell us who your person that you're looking most forward to meeting that you haven't met yet. Who are you most looking forward to meeting? You put that
My
down
answer,
in the comments.
I know my answer. I'm gonna reserve it. I want us all to share, but
No,
I'm
you're
pretty sure,
you're on the table. You have to tell us who are you looking most forward to seeing this time.
I think we probably have the same answer. It's definitely Gma.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, I am so excited.
She's for someone who's never been to Forgotten Angels, she's already like a legend of Forgotten Angels. It's like everyone wants to meet Jiwa.
She's like she started her journey already from Washington.
Yeah.
And she's just like gonna take 2 weeks or what, I don't even know. Yeah, like a little over 2 weeks and just actually I think she's doing a full month, right?
She's gonna just ride around. Yeah, she's gonna be on the road for a month. And
what a boss.
there is one other person I'm looking forward to meeting, and I have never met the person, never talked to the person. He's been in the stream, and Jake, you know who I'm talking about. There's someone who also is basically spending a month on the road, and should probably be an inspiration to us all. But Gma's my number one answer, though. I'll just keep it at that. And Buck.
I was gonna say not to take anything away from Buck Brown. That's on the call right now, but
Yeah.
sorry.
No, I'm looking forward to meeting Buck again because again, so last time you were there was not an official Forgotten Angels meetup. You were there to drop off that bike and pick up the Savage. So this will be a real full score one. You'll have a tent. You'll be able to meet us all, hang out with us. Because we didn't get to hang out a lot. I picked you up at what, like 6:30 in the morning, something fucking nuts.
Yeah.
I was barely awake, and I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna go get coffee." And it's like, "Yeah, we're not getting coffee around here. Let me just take you to the airport." So yeah,
Get in. You're here. Get out.
get in. No, it was a little boring. No, I enjoyed meeting you. It was good. Only one of us had shaved that morning, though. So you were more awake than I was. I don't think you slept that night, though.
Where I was at?
Yeah.
No, there ain't no sleeping there.
So yeah, I'd actually got to sleep a little bit, and then I was like, I gotta go get Buck. This will be fun. I should have brought donuts. Is what I should have done. I should have stopped on the way there and got donuts and coffee. I'm a dick. Next time you break down in Memphis, I'm bringing donuts and coffee.
Don't say that. I'm not right. No, don't jinx me. Because I mean, it's just me.
I would
now.
never.
I have to figure it all out now. I have to be my own administrator, and I don't like it. Not one bit. But we'll talk about that later.
We will talk about that later.
Yeah.
All right. Closing comments, running around. Sid, closing comments for the night. First, give us your insights on Forgotten Angels, and then give us your closing argument. 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay. For Forgotten Angels, just one, be chill, and no, Roland, I'm literally just wiggling. I'm not working my thighs out. Calm down.
She's doing side thrusts.
No, I'm wiggling. I like to wiggle. ADHD.
That's what she said. I like to wiggle.
I'm a wiggler. All right.
You gotta wiggle before you jiggle. You gotta
Yep.
get us off the wet so we can kiggle.
Oh my god. So yeah, I would just say remember when you're there, just be chill, be respectful, and prepare for cold weather if you're coming from the north down to the south. So like be prepared for the type of cold that you're about to experience while on the road. And the people who I'm interested in meeting, right? The one person or the yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna also say Gma because she's just a freaking boss, and I also really want to meet Buck Brown. So, like, I'm really excited to volunteer with you, dude.
He's shorter in person, just so you know.
Yeah. I didn't come on here to get embarrassed, guys. It's not it's not romper room.
Oh, hell yeah, it is. You're from this job before,
I
chick.
see you, I see you, I see you.
I see Joey and I see Marky. I see Buck.
We'll go way off in that. Yeah. Anyhow.
No, yeah, it's not romper room. It's Wiggles. Like I said.
Yeah, I guess it's my turn for closing thoughts.
Go for it.
I think we've done been around the table. Be safe, be seen. Be safe. Be safe. Be safe. I've already had one weirdo stop by and take a night at my place, and I wasn't there. I'm hoping to meet him in person, and that's Paco Pete. And we all gotta applaud his journey.
Yeah.
And just talking to him on the phone, because he's actually been a truck driver, so we share that in common. Plus the love of motorcycles, and the journey he's on, it's a bucket list journey for him. And of course, he's helping Miss Lila. He's communicating with her back and forth on the back channels and everything too. And she's been on the back channels with me with my recent journey in dealing with this new, outlook I have on life. That's what I'll leave with you guys. Just be safe, be safe, be safe. Make every minute count.
Josh and T-Bone, if you guys see me twerking, it's because I grabbed a hold of a live wire inside a control panel. So, no. Thanks anyway. Steve, closing thoughts. First, tell us what you're going to be doing for Forgotten Angels, and then your closing thoughts.
I feel like everybody knows that, right? Like, I'm sending out some shirts that for Forgotten Angels with you guys' logos on them. For you guys that I screen printed, and now I'm looking up Rap Star shirts, and I'm like, fuck, like I gotta go redo everybody's shirts. And
No.
Oh, absolutely not.
My shirts look awesome.
Yeah, I love mine. I think simple is good, and you don't need to have the big designs. That's their thing. I don't think that's necessarily our thing. So we love what you do. Don't try not to compare it to.
No, I'm not. But it's just like, but it's just
No.
Obviously, I'm a.
You do. You need to put Sydney riding a Triceratops in a bikini.
No.
Yes.
Not the bikini. Not the bikini.
You had me at riding a Triceratops.
Yeah.
She actually has a pretty cool logo that I want to clean up. So I'm working on that one.
Appreciate you.
But yeah, so and then hopefully you guys sell some. You're gonna give the money. You can give the money back to Forgotten Angels. You can also keep it. That was the original intention. Is you guys can sell some merch. That I have a fuck ton of shirts that I didn't have enough artwork for, and so I was like, hey, let's make some shirts for some people, and so that's sending out boxes and boxes of shirts with everybody's. Well, I tried to do everybody's as quick as I could, but that's my FA contribution, I guess. But I haven't gone yet, so looking forward to it. I think the general rule of thumb is to be cool. From what I've heard, just be cool.
Be cool.
And be nice to one another.
Well, if he was coming, I'd be great. It'd be great to meet you too, Steve. Because
next March,
being a small business owner now turned into a national brand.
What are you talking about?
You, small business
You,
owner.
Steve.
That's just it's
Turned into a national brand.
it's
Going global.
noticed it.
Yeah.
Not selling to Canada because fuck Canada.
I know you're not gonna take it, but
Well, I still feel like
I
I'm
get
on
it.
version 0.5 of the company.
I get it. I come from a family of entrepreneurs myself, and I know the hard work and the long nights, the worrying of every little minor detail.
Yeah, it's
You could have made a good soldier.
I think he still is.
yeah, yeah, I appreciate you saying that. It's still shocking that, people buy my stuff. It's still weird. It's like, and then, I'll get, you know, comments like, okay, well, I wear Doc Martens or I wear Red Wings or whatever. And it's like, okay, so I'm not like, I don't know, like those guys have had like 120 years on me and something like that. So I've got some catching up to do for sure. And so when I feel like I'm okay, I feel like a brand. If I ever get there, then I will. But it still feels like everything could just collapse at any moment.
And I think a lot of it is your customer base sees the modesty in how you present yourself to the public, and that draws a lot of people to you, because that's another rare trait in this world that cannot go without being recognized.
Well, that is one of the fun things about owning a business, is you get to do what you want. And so I am definitely the same person that I am on a camera than I am in an email, because I like to make myself laugh in my email campaigns. So I'll write ridiculous sales email campaigns, or return policies, or whatever. Like this is all a simulation anyway. So
it's like,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's like a saying I've got. I don't let mine. I don't become a product of my environment. I make my environment a product of me.
That's from The Departed. I think that's the first line from The Departed.
Oh, I don't know. I don't watch a lot of TV. I'm too busy watching all you guys'
No, that was
videos.
2006, Jack Nicholson.
It's a good movie.
I don't want to be a product of my environment. I want my environment to be a product of me. It's a good saying.
Sid, it looks like we've been challenged. So, okay, I can't speak for Sid, but if I sell every shirt at Forgotten Angels, except for the ones I give away, obviously, I will twerk. And
Oh, Lord, here we go.
Sydney twerk with me. There, spoke for you.
No.
You're
I'm
deep.
legally not allowed. If I twerk, an earthquake will happen.
That's fine. That's fine. If I legally ride with more than 5 people, the clouds open up and dump out on everybody. So, I mean, just live with it.
You've got your butt registered as a double weapon.
Ball, chicka, ball. My milkshake brings other boys to the yard. Damn right. It's better than yours. Okay. Juice, what's your closing arguments?
Yeah, I think, what we've said a lot, but if you have additional questions, if it's your first time, I know, Buck, it's going to be your first time, but I know we've talked about it here on this live stream, but I've also recently made a video that was literally, I think, titled What to Expect at the Forgotten Angels Camp Out. So if you have questions, and I know that there's people out there that do have questions, because I see it all the time, asking very basic questions, come over to my channel. I've got a video. It lays it all out for you. Everything that you need to know. And if it's not in that video, you need to not worry about it. Shameless plug.
No, it's a very good video. I absolutely 100% agree with everything. do go check out Juice's video on Forgotten Angels because it is 100% no nonsense. No nonsense. That's that rebel talking. Everything he said in that video, we all agreed with. We've talked about. You've seen it, and I can promise you that's just how things are going to be there. So go check out Juice's channel. It's there. Twerking Machine, Sydney. Yes, go.
I can.
Juice, you gonna twerk with us?
Sure.
All right.
Fuck yeah, dude.
But yeah, I mean, outside of that, number one rule: be cool.
We
Looking forward to
haven't
seeing y'all.
we haven't decided how much we're going to charge for the shirts yet. I think probably no, not $59.99. So
Dang, Jerry.
the camp out shirts are going to be $35. I think I'm going to give away to the people who I want to give them to, which is probably about 20 people, and to give them their shirts. But then we're going to charge $15 a shirt is what I'm going to charge. And what we have kind of decided is there will be, once we start selling shirts, 2 of us at all times will be manning the table while they're out. We won't have to man them the whole time, but we do need at least 2 of us. So with the other 2 can go have fun, and then the other 2 can go take out trash and whatever. We'll go back and forth.
Yeah, sure. I would actually add, we should probably just do a round number like 20, because I was thinking about that. Like, if we don't pick a number like 20, 40, whatever, something like that, then we're going to have change for people that want to pay cash.
True story.
Just thinking out loud there, and also if we're raising money,
We're raising money, probably $20 a shirt, yeah. So
I mean, it's like just on its own. It's like I go to my shirts after I do my laundry. Like I choose my shirts. I go to my blanks, just the ones that don't have anything on them. I go to them first.
we should probably ask
For
Steve what
me-
he wants us to charge for them.
No, you guys can do whatever you want. Then this was a total act of, hey, I don't have enough artwork. Send me your shit, and I'll give it to you. So you guys can charge
You're
$10.
the most selfless person I've
You guys-
ever seen.
You guys can charge $5. You can give them away. You can charge. There's probably don't charge $100 and be a dick, but it's a very comfortable shirt. I like it a lot. I don't know if you guys. I don't think any of you have actually tried one on yet.
No, I haven't got one.
Aaron has, but not us.
Aaron's the only one that's got one. I don't know.
No, he didn't try the right.
Yeah. He just got a fitment. The thing is that I have true triple XLs, not like, oh, this is a triple XL. Like when I got my triple XLs, they're true triple XLs. So I think Shade Tree is going to be a double X.
Is
That'll be my guess.
He is a 3X. So when I asked Shay, she said she's a small. He's a 3X, and then Shelly is a medium. So
well, you guys can decide and give me feedback because this is the first time that I'll have like a batch of shirts out in the wild.
Yeah, I'll make
And you
Josh
guys
put one
can-
on site. Yeah, he's willing to take his shirt off in public. Why not? 9 mils, are you still in the chat? I just had a great idea.
Yeah,
So obviously,
he's still there.
Sky offered to bring a canopy, but I know someone who also already has a table to set up, and that's 9 mil. So
So
would
I can also
9
borrow
mil
that too.
be willing to let us use part of his table to sell our merch? 9 mil, you still here? Will you let us do that for you? You get a free shirt out of it, maybe.
Hey guys, I gotta head out.
Okay,
We'll see you, Sid.
bye,
Later,
Sid.
guys. How do I do the thing? Oh, here we go.
You hit the bye-bye button. Love you, Sid. Bye-bye.
Later, guys.
He said,
All right. Closing arguments for me. Oh, go ahead, Buck.
The wind's starting to pick up. I got the windows down.
All right. So for me, closing arguments for Forgotten Angels, I don't
Weird
think there's
thoughts.
enough we can do to help those kids, especially after seeing. I don't know if you guys saw the latest video that was on the Tampa Bay news, and had they had like 2 or 3 of the kids on there talking about it. But I mean, the stuff they do for just the general public, and not just kids that are homeless, the stuff they do for every Christmas, Dave and Cindy go downtown and pass out shirts, and they give out socks. That is where Shade Tree lost. So a viewer sent him a pair of shoes. He's always joking about, the Dad Force 9000s, the New Balances. Someone put his logo on a pair of New Balances and sent them to him. When Josh went with David downtown to pass out blankets, there was a guy on the sidewalk that didn't have shoes on, who just so happened to be the same shoe size as Josh. Josh gave him his shoes. I'm not sure what I can do to equal that, but one thing I can do is to do as much as I can for those kids and for David. When you're doing stuff for the kids, you're not just doing it for David, you're doing it for the homeless people on the street, you're doing it for all the single mothers who have nowhere to go, whose families have kicked them out. You're doing it for any down and out person around the Tampa area, because that's the people that David helps out. So that's why I just think it's the right thing to do, to give all the proceeds. And I'm also giving a spread shop that also.
Oh shit!
Where'd I go?
You losing?
Here I am.
think we might have lost them.
So I'm also
Hold
giving. What the hell happened to my video?
I don't know. We can hear you pretty good.
Am
now.
I there?
Interesting.
You there? We
So-
can hear you the whole time.
Okay. So, but that's also why I think
Yeah,
it's the
there we
right
go.
thing to do, to give.
A tease. All right, there you go.
Am I back yet?
Yeah, you're good.
You're
Okay.
back. You're back.
Hi everybody, how you doing? So I have a spread shop also, and everything I make on the spread shop this month is also going to Forgotten Angels, and I think it's just the right thing to do. I advertise the spread shop, but not a whole lot, because there's other people who buy in the spread shop, and that just all goes to my little individual account. But everything at Forgotten Angels that I sell there will go to Forgotten Angels. Everything this month I sell to on the spread shop will also go to Forgotten Angels. I think it's just the right thing to do. I'm a lucky
Awesome.
person. I do this stuff for fun. I just kind of basically, and obviously, the money I spend on the channel and on all the crap doesn't even come near to paying for it, but that's because I do it for fun. That's my entertainment. Instead of going out and drinking and drugging and going paintballing and doing weird shit on weekends, this is what I do. And I do it for fun, and I think it's absolutely worth it. What, Juice? You're getting that
We should
weird
go.
look.
We should go paintballing. I've never been, and I'm like, that would be so fun.
You've never been paintballing?
No, let's go.
It reminds me
I
of
feel
the
like you would
meme.
lose instantly.
Yeah, on big target for sure.
So
On a small target.
there's this
I'm
girl.
stingy.
There's this girl I follow, and she's like, she does all these really funny videos, but she steps forward and does like this, goes, ah. She goes, me saving ammo by breaking an opponent's neck. And then it shows another picture of everyone else at the paintball game. Sparks.
I don't see nothing. T-Bone.
B Sparks is the girl, and she's absolutely stupid funny. She's a travel nurse, and she makes the funniest videos because she has a lot of time off, obviously. B Sparksful, that's the name. B Sparksful. She makes funny shit. Anyway, does anyone
Well,
else have
I'm
anything
bringing-
to? Go ahead, Buck. Go ahead, Buck.
All I got is them stickers I'm bringing to swap with everybody that's got stickers or whatever. But I've got a couple of things I'm bringing, and we'll just have to wait till I get there.
All right, so I am bringing my old stickers. I'm getting new stickers made that have not been even shown yet. The logo has been made, but the stickers haven't. So if you trade me a sticker, you get a sticker. Did Sammy Gito just step in? Sammy Gito.
She did.
I'm just going to assume that her wife is with her. So hi to you both. If she's not with you, just tell her I said hi. But if you have a sticker to trade, I will trade you a sticker. If you don't have a sticker to trade, and I'm not doing this because I'm a dick, I'm doing this to make money for the camp out. If you don't have a sticker to trade, buy a sticker. That money is also going to Forgotten Angels. So
I'll
I
do
like
that. I'll do that too.
shirts are going to be $20 a piece that we have agreed on. Stickers, Juice, how much are we selling stickers for?
I didn't plan on selling, but I like this idea a lot. So I'm
I'm
okay
on
with
board.
like, what are we going to do, like $1 sticker or something?
$1 stickers. That's great because the stickers cost me. Well, never mind. Stickers doesn't matter. $1 will buy you a sticker, and that money is also going to go to Forgotten Angels.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Y'all
If-
can't run around the camp out saying buck.
Here's a buck. Here's a buck. There's a buck. Buck's right there. Buck's in the truck. Buck in the truck. I like saying that. Everybody say it with me. Buck in the truck.
Buck in the truck. I like that.
Fuck the truck. That's what
All
I want
right.
to say to this thing.
All right, so
Yeah.
Maybe you should charge $21 or
and
because
give away
I
a
don't
sticker.
I don't know like well yeah because I don't know if everybody's gonna have singles.
If you buy
So-
a shirt, you get a sticker
Yeah.
from me.
That's
Anyway.
fair.
You get to pick between the stickers I have. You get one sticker.
Because I'm thinking like how many fucking singles do I have in my wallet? Like
Well, my first run of stickers is limited supply.
I will say Tampa has more strip bars than per capita. What is it? I say, Juice, you've heard this. Tampa has more prostitutes and strip bars per capita than any other city in America.
I think that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody should have
any
ones.
reason?
I'm just gonna say that everybody should have ones.
I don't know. What does that have to? Oh, okay.
G-string
Put the odds
divas,
together.
baby.
We're
That's
good.
the other thing. G-string divas was recorded in Tampa and in Orlando. So everybody should have ones. I'm just gonna say that. Josh, nice seeing you in. Glad to get you here. Kitchen Ash stepped in. Kitchen Ash, which reminds me, I need to make a video of making hash brown casserole.
Yeah, JD, you gotta make that cover song. I was answering him in the chat.
All right.
Yeah.
Anybody's
I'm
got
curious
something
what the
to
reason
say?
for that is.
He said, JD's out. Be safe, buddy. Can't wait to meet you.
Oh no, Sammy, you're gonna get a sticker. You get a sticker for free. So Sammy, I interviewed. Anybody have interviewed? Anybody that's in the chat now gets a free sticker. No problem. All right.
Well, my limited stickers just got even more limited.
All right. Closing thoughts for me. If you could be anything, be kind. Be nice. I just shared a thing a while back. I'm going to share this story and then we'll close. There was a story about Muhammad Ali. Back in the late 70s, he went to a nursing home. And when he was walking around meeting the residents, there was an old man, and they're like, "No, you don't want to talk to that man. You don't want to talk to him. He's a jerk. Don't talk to the guy." He goes, "No, I'm gonna talk to the guy." He goes in, and it's an old African American man, like in his late 90s. And he walks up to him. He goes, "Hey, do you know who I am?" And the man looked at him and said, "Yeah, you're Joe Louis." And everybody else looks at him like, "Oh my God, he's just offended the champ," you know. And he like weighs him down. He goes, "Yeah, I'm Joe Louis, man. How's it going? How you like me? You like my fights? Yeah, it's great." And when he walks out, he said, "If me being Joe Louis made that man's life better, then I'm Joe Louis." So for closing thoughts, be the person other people need you to be to help them. You don't need to be anything else. If you can help someone by being the person they need you to be, then be that person. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and close. So like, comment, subscribe. Go to Steve's website, Indie Ridge USA. Go to Steve's site. Check out the stuff. You'll like it. Just to look. Check it out. Go to Juice's website. Give us all your codes. You've got YouTube, Instagram, Gmail. The Loose Juice.
No, it's Loose Juice Outdoors, actually, if you want to hit me up on Gmail. But
Okay.
I don't have a website outside of that.
And then Buck, just show up at the campground and get a sticker. It's on high.
Yeah.
And share some military stories with us.
Well,
All right,
that'll
guys.
be it. That'll be it. Yeah.
We're going to close for the night. I'm glad all you guys came. Thanks, everyone who came. And I will see you in a week and 2 days. Bye-bye.
So...